Hello guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. So in today's video we're going to learn how to make this trendy stripes bubu dress with a deep back neckline. If that sounds like something you're interested in learning, keep on watching and let us get right into it. So guys, I have my fabric on fold as you can see, and we're cutting the front and the back pieces together. We're working with 3.5 yards of fabric, and I just went ahead to fold them out equally. So I'm going to start off by marking the width of the neckline, and I'm going to mark 6 inches divided by 2 is 3 inches. So I'm marking 3 inches at this point here. After marking that 3 inches, I'm going to go to the edge of the fabric at this side here, and I'm going to mark 1 inches for the shoulder slope because the shoulder is not supposed to be straight. And then we're going to go ahead now to just rule this to meet with that 3 inches mark we made. Next, I'm going to mark the depth of our neckline. For the front, I'm going to work with 6.5 inches. So I'm going to mark 6.5 inches for the front. And then for the back, because the neckline for the back is really deep, I'm working with 12 inches. You can do more than that depending on your preference and what you're comfortable with. So after doing so, I'm just going to go ahead to curve this from the top down to the lines we just marked out. So I'm going to mark the first one for the front, and then I'm going to mark the second one as well for the back. Now I want to mark the opening for my sleeve. So from this point here, I'm going to mark 12 inches for the opening of my sleeve. So we're going to take ½ inch for the top part to join the top and the bottom ½ inch. So after joining the top and the bottom, what we're going to have left from this 12 inches is 11 inches. So I'm marking out the 12 inches now. So my bust measurement divided by 4 is 10.5. So on the bust line here, I'm just going to place that 10.5 and mark it out. Because this is going to be a really free dress, I'm going to add 5 inches more to my initial body measurement. And then after marking that out, we're going to use that as a guide to just curve the armhole area. So looking at this part here, I decided I don't want the sleeve area to be too long. So I'm just placing my tape here to just decide how much I want to take out. And then I'm going to take it out. So after marking what I want to take out, I'm just going to rule a straight line from that point so that I know that part we're no longer working with it. So you can skip this step if the length of the sleeve area is okay with you. After doing so, I'm just going to curve this from that point down to that mark we went ahead to create as a guide. So you can see that I'm just curving it. I'm not getting towards that point exactly, and I'm just taking this straight down. After taking this straight down, we want to go ahead to start cutting this out. So we're going to cut the sides here, and then the shoulder slanting, we want to go ahead to cut it out, as well as the neckline area. So for the neckline area, I'm first of all going to cut the front piece. So you can see that I'm cutting this together. We're going to cut out the front piece, but then when we're cutting out the back piece, we want to go ahead to lift it up. So see what I mean? I'm taking out the lower part so that we do not go ahead to cut on both sides the same way. You can even take it out entirely, but I'm just raising that up and I'm just cutting the back piece alone. So I've gone ahead to cut it out, and this is what it looks like. Now let's go ahead to cut out our interfacing for the fabric pieces. So when we go ahead to open up the pieces we've gone ahead to cut out, this is what we have. So this is what the front looks like. You can see the length, and then this is what the back part is looking like. So now we want to move on to start sewing. So these are the lining pieces I've gone ahead to cut out for each of the pieces we're going to sew for the front and the back. So to cut this out, you just want to take your leftover fabric and just place it on top of your front and back piece separately, and then just cut it out and trim it out to your desired length, the way you see this one looking like. So now I'm bringing in the fabrics so that we can start sewing. So I'm going to open this up so we can place the interfacing on it. You just want to take your time with this. You can see that the fabric was moving a lot and was giving me a lot of stress. So you want to make sure you have your pin by your side. So I've placed this now, and then we just want to place them right sides facing each other so that we can sew. So we're going to sew this by just stitching it all the way, following the shape of the neckline, and that is it. I'm going to pin this down to secure it in place so it doesn't move while I sew, because this fabric tends to move a lot. So I'm pinning this down, and then I'm going to take this to the machine to sew. Now for the back piece, we're almost doing the same thing as the front. The only difference is we have that strap across the neckline area. So I place the lining piece right sides facing each other with the main fabric piece, and this is the strap we're going to attach at this top part. So to attach this, what we want to do is we want to go ahead to decide where we want it to stay. For me, I used 2 inches. So I'm going to mark 2 inches at that point, because that is where it is going to sit for me. And then I'm going to take it and place them right sides facing each other. You can see the way I'm placing this. So I'm going to pin it down now so it doesn't move and it stays in place. After pinning this down, you can go ahead to just stitch along the sides here so that you can easily just take the strap to the opposite side, the other side of the strap. This part here, you can just take it to the other side and then stitch it down. Or you can just, as well, as you can see, I've already marked out where I want this one to sit. So I'm just placing it in, and I'm going to pin it down and just sew them all together at the same time. So I'll take this to the machine to show you how I do that, so you understand what I'm talking about. So we want to go ahead to sew this, and you can see that I've already started, and we have one of the straps close by here. I'm just aligning that part carefully so it doesn't overlap each other when I'm sewing. So I'm just going to stitch along the sides and then take it all the way down till we get to the other side where we have the other strap. So you basically want to just sew this the way you would normally line in your neckline area for your dress. So now we've gotten to the other side, and I'm just going to double stitch on that part so it stays very well, and then we're just going to finish up the entire neckline, and this is it. So after adding that, this is what we have. You can see what it looks like. Now we want to go ahead to iron out everything so it lays down very well and you see the beauty very well. But before I do that, I'm going to create notches along the sides so everything is going to relax very well. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go ahead to iron out everything for the front as well as the back. Now we've gone ahead to iron out everything, and this is what we have. You can see that I had to put some stuff on the fabric so that it doesn't move as much. So now we want to go ahead to bring in the front piece so that we align them right sides facing each other with the back piece, and we start joining them by the shoulders. Now to join them by the shoulders, we're going to hold both pieces together the way you normally join them, and then bring in the lining piece of the back forward like this. You can see that we're just sandwiching it, and then I'm going to pin this in place for us to sew. You can see what we have now. It's very easy and self-explanatory. So I'm just aligning this part together, and then we're going to stitch this all the way down. You want to make sure you're holding everything in place together, and we're doing the same thing for the opposite side as well. After doing so, this is what we have. You can see that I've gone ahead to join the shoulders, and this is what the neckline area is looking like. You want to go ahead to use your hemming gum to just iron down everything so that it stays in place and it doesn't move. I ran out of hemming gum, so mine is still looking this way. Now what we want to do next is we want to open this up to the wrong side, and then we want to just start closing the dress together. But before that, you can see that the sleeve here, I went ahead to fold it in. As you can see, I just went ahead to fold it in, gave it a good press, and then used my hemming gum to hold it together. Now I'm just holding the sleeves together, making sure that they are aligning equally, and we're going to hold the remaining part of the dress the way you see me doing. And now we just want to stitch this along the sides all the way down, straight down. So if you're going to add pockets to this, you want to go ahead to make spaces for the pocket to sit, for where you want your pocket to sit. So the pocket is actually optional, but if you want to add your pocket, all you have to do is just place your tape according to where you want the pocket to sit after taking your measurement, and you go ahead to just mark it out. So for instance, this is where you want your pockets to sit. You just go ahead to mark it out, and then you go ahead to mark the opening of the pocket. Let's say you want to make the opening 8 inches, you go ahead to mark it out, and then just connect it to the other side and then fix your pocket. But we're not going to be doing that. I'm just showing you how you would fix your pocket. I think I have a more detailed tutorial on fixing pockets for your Bubu dress. I'll have it linked up here. But basically, we're just going to stitch the sides and then fold the bottom part of the dress. So now I'm going to go ahead to close up the sides and fold the bottom and come back to show you the final result. So this is the final result. If you enjoyed watching and you found this video helpful in any way, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed already, and if you have a tutorial request like I mentioned before, you want to go ahead and message me on my Instagram. Bye.